Well, I promise you all that I'll be dropping the part B video of this my NECO 2026 physics preparatory class. So this is the part B video. If you have not watched the part A video, you can check the posts, my previous post before this one. So that's where you're going to see the part A video, or you request it from the comment section. Now let's look into this part B video. You see, if you wish to add up these questions, whatever you are reading, it will be useful for you. And if you wish not to do so, you're on your own. Alright, so let's add it. So now let's solve this thing right. Okay, I have things here. Alright. Now if I'm ready with the question from here, I won't waste much of your time. So let's start immediately. So this is under expansion, expansivity. You know, in SS1 physics textbook, new school physics, you have what we call linear expansivity, cubic expansivity. So this particular one is under linear expansivity. So let's solve it very fast. If you wish to add it, add. If you don't wish to add, you don't add. If you wish to share, share. If you don't wish to share, don't share. So this is the question. So the formula for linear expansivity is linear expansivity equals to change in length over the original length multiplied by change in temperature. That's the general formula to calculate linear expansivity. Alright, so change in length simply means the final length minus the original length. This is final minus initial. Alright, so let me just insert it there by saying linear expansivity equals to the final minus initial all over initial times change in temperature. Temperature means T theta 2 minus theta 1. That's temperature. So solving this thing more, from this question we're already given our change in our linear expansivity as this. So we are asked to look for the new length, which is the word L1. That's our original, sorry, that's our final length. This LO is the original length. You ask to look for the final length. So making this into a formula, you can just cross multiply by saying L1 minus LO is equals to linear expansivity LO, then change it theta 2 minus theta 1. Alright, so for me to do this finally, I can just collect my like terms. That will be my L1 will be equals to linear expansivity LO T2 minus T1, close the bracket, then everything minus LO. So this is the formula. Now what's my linear expansivity? My linear expansivity is 1.7 times 10 raised power minus 5 per Kelvin. So 1.7 times 10 raised power minus 5. So okay, now times, you understand? So the original length is 2.01 meter. So times 2.01 meter. But I think let me put the units. So okay, let me put this in bracket, then multiply by, let me put this in bracket, theta 2 minus theta 1. That's 3 let me no, this is the theta 1, this is the theta 2, this is the theta 2, this is the theta 1. So now let's subtract. That will be 30 minus 20, right? So this is going to be 30 degree minus 20 degree, and let me close the bracket. So I will subtract it from this 2.01 meter. Alright, remember that this particular linear expansivity is in the Kelvin, so I have to convert this temperature to Kelvin. So this is going to be 1.7 times 10 raised power minus 5 times 2.01 times, this one is going to be 10. So if you convert 10 degrees Celsius to Kelvin, that will be 283. So 283 then minus 2.01. Now let's do the multiplication. So with my calculator, this is 1.7 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. So times 2.01, then times 283. So if I multiply all this together, that will give me 0.009967011. You understand? So okay, oh, this is going to be plus. This is going to be plus. You understand? You know, I collected like terms. This is minus LO before. So when it comes here, it turns to plus. So here is going to be plus. Here is going to be plus. So plus 2.01. So by the time I add this with my calculator, this is going to be plus 2.01, and that's giving me 2.01967 meter. So approximately that's giving me 2.0110 meter. Yeah, that's about that. Now moving to the next question, last question 2. It also says that I should state two differences between mechanical and, so let me tabulate. Let me give here as mechanical, and let me give here as electromagnetic. So for the first one, this one they require material medium, but this they do not require, they did not require material medium. So another one is that this one they are produced by the vibration of particle, whereby these they are produced by oscillating electric and magnetic field. So that's number 2 question. Now let's move to number 3 question. So number 3 question says that we should list two differences between potential energy and kinetic energy. So potential energy is here, while kinetic energy is going to be here. So let's start with the formula first. So from the formula, potential energy equals to mgh, whereby kinetic energy is equals to 1 over 2 mv squared. That's number 1. So number 2, for potential energy, it is the energy a body possesses due to its position or condition, whereby for this particular one it is the energy a body possesses due to its motion. So that's everything I have for you. Thank you for watching. Share it. See you in further mathematics master class is holding on Wednesday by 9 p.m. If you are interested, make a payment of 1,000 naira. I've explained that in the part A video. Thank you so much. Bye.